Right now, new concerns about how much space our local hospitals have left as COVID cases continue to surge in Wisconsin.
Severe thunderstorms have moved through parts of far southern Wisconsin this evening. I'm tracking the storms and who'll be most at risk this evening.
Also, the Tomah community prepares to show some Wisconsin hospitality to Afghan refugees living at Fort McCoy. News 3 now at 6 begins right now. Storms have been moving through our area for the past few hours. We saw 2 tornado warnings in southwestern Wisconsin.
And our viewers are sending in pictures of the storm clouds. These are from just a short time ago. And earlier in the day, storms impacted northeastern Wisconsin. A viewer in Waushara County sent our sister station WLUK this photo of hail. Flash flooding also reported in Stevens Point this morning. Let's get the very latest. Your certified most accurate forecast, Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary.
Eric, the severe weather reports have been either to our north, that was from the morning storms, or to our south and west over southwestern Wisconsin, including a report of 60-mile-per-hour winds in Hazel Green. Farther to the west, there were reports of trees and perhaps some homes damaged or destroyed over parts of northeastern Iowa from some of the strongest severe thunderstorms. Right now, the strongest storms are into the western portion of Rock County, west of Janesville. These storms are below severe limits. They are moving to the east at about 30 miles per hour. There are severe thunderstorm warnings farther to the south into parts of northern Illinois, but no warnings right now for southern Wisconsin. You can see a large area of rain and perhaps a few embedded thunderstorms continuing eastward, but the severe weather threat is highest farther to the south, where severe thunderstorm watches are in effect until 11 p.m. Across our viewing area, that does include areas south of Dane County. An alert day is in the forecast for tonight for severe thunderstorms, high winds, hail, and heavy rain, mainly for areas south of Madison. Severe thunderstorm watch for Lafayette, Greene, and Rock counties until 11 p.m. Temperatures right now are in the mid-70s, so we've cooled off. That's lowered the severe weather threat, but it's still very humid with dew point temperatures in the lower 70s. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that might include some more severe weather as we head later into the week.
So far, we are not seeing any power outages here in Dane County. However, there are thousands without power in Iowa, where the system that we are tracking just came through. We're keeping an eye on any outages as these roll through southern Wisconsin. Well, time is running out to make sure every American and Afghan ally is safely evacuated from Afghanistan. Another 20,000 people have been taken out in the last 24 hours.
But there are still tens of thousands on the ground. Flights need to wrap up soon to ensure that military personnel can then get out. Members of Congress just left a classified briefing hours ago. Republicans are stepping up rhetoric against the president, saying they are not confident the U.S. will be able to meet the August 31st deadline.
He will have blood on his hands. People are going to die, and they're going to be left behind.
The president listened to requests from G7 allies this morning to extend the deadline, but decided to stick with his original plan. The Taliban has reiterated it will not allow U.S. forces to stay beyond the end of the month. President Biden has asked the Pentagon for a contingency plan in case the withdrawal cannot be completed in time. As some of those refugees arrive in Wisconsin, the focus turns to making temporary housing into a home. That's what some community members around Fort McCoy want to do for those Afghan refugees.
Brad Hamilton spoke with people who are ready to do whatever they can to make that happen. He's live outside Fort McCoy right now. Brad?
Well, so many people here have questions as to how they can be helping out. And from those that we spoke with, they believe this community is going to welcome these refugees with open arms.
We'd love to see our businesses benefit from people being here. We'd love to see the refugees welcomed with open arms.
Exhausted, but as motivated as ever, Tina Thompson, who is the president of the Tomah Chamber and Visitor Center, is ready to help Afghanistan refugees temporarily live at a nearby military base, Fort McCoy, feel at home.
For me personally, I come from a long line of people that are just giving. I welcome all.
But it's not just Thompson. She says chamber members and others seem ready to help too.
We've actually had a lot of questions, mainly from the general public, asking how can they help, how can they support, what does this mean to our hotels, our restaurants, our local businesses.
Schools are also jumping at the chance to help. Tomah Superintendent Mike Hansen's parents actually hosted Vietnamese refugees back in the 70s.
On a personal level, there's a strong connection, and now as a professional, I think it's even more exciting for me to enter into that to assist families in need.
Hansen says his district is working with the military base, but so far there are no exact plans in place.
I think it would be taking a look at, one, how many students and families we'll be serving, two, aligning all of those resources toward that, and three, determining what configuration works out best.
There are plenty of questions leading to many sleepless nights for Tina Thompson, but she is confident that answers and support are both coming.
It's our understanding everyone's being properly vetted. Our local installation here has appeared to be extremely organized and efficient with everything, so we're just hoping for the best case scenario for all involved.
Just a reminder that this is an extremely fluid situation as refugees just started coming to Fort McCoy on Sunday. So game plans are going to become more concrete with more time. Reporting live tonight in Fort McCoy, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
Now to COVID-19. The chart certainly grabs your attention. Dane County is seeing its steepest rise in hospitalized COVID patients since last October. Doctors don't think this fall will be anywhere near as bad as last, but they know space is limited. Christina Laurie found out what some of the major health providers in Dane County are seeing in their ICUs today.
Right now, we have space. We've been able to manage the volumes, although, space certainly isn't in abundance.
After 2014's Ebola outbreak, Madison's UW Hospital created a special pathogens unit. Today, it's better known as the COVID ward.
As a comparison, if we looked at, May, when we were kind of at our lowest point of people admitted to our hospital for COVID-19, here at the end of August, that number is now 5 times higher.
In May, June, we were pretty consistently below 5 active COVID hospitalized patients at St. Mary's Hospital. And right now we're really between 15 and 20 on a daily basis.
Doctors from both the UW and SSM Health are currently treating 4 to 5 times the number of COVID patients compared to 3 months ago. This latest surge fueled by the Delta variant and vaccine hesitancy.
Please get vaccinated. That's the most important thing you can do to protect yourself and your community right now.
If there's ever been a reason to get vaccinated, it's in response to these numbers. Today, more than 1,300 Wisconsinites will likely find out they have COVID, a number we haven't hit since January. Most of the people who are vaccinated will experience mild to no symptoms. Those who aren't will be 29 times more likely to become hospitalized, according to a study just released from the CDC.
We know what the stresses it put on the team and the healthcare systems.
With 92% of the state's ICU beds currently in use, doctors are begging people to help themselves before it's too late.
So that we don't get in a situation where someone who you care about needs a hospital bed and they can't find one for them.
Reporting in Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Monday was the deadliest day since February, with 21 new deaths. New cases are also at the highest point since January.
Our area hospitals have made adjustments to their physical spaces during the pandemic, as well as to prevent spread in hospitals. UW Health has created special rooms with negative air pressure to reduce airborne viral infection. Negative pressure rooms are sealed to prevent COVID-19 infected air from escaping a room.
But essentially what we've been doing is taking a lot of units and rooms in our hospital that weren't previously negative pressure, and by adjusting the airflows, rebalancing the system, we're creating more negative pressure rooms.
Staff are also instructed to reduce the number of times they enter a patient's room by monitoring their vital signs from outside the room. There's also been an increase in physical distancing inside the hospital.
Grace is the latest healthcare provider to require COVID-19 vaccinations for its staff and volunteers. Employees must get their first shot by September 1st and their second by October 1st. About 90% of employees are already fully vaccinated. The nonprofit provides adult daycare, senior care, and hospice care. The vaccination rate in Wisconsin continues to hover at the 50% mark. 54% have at least one dose. Dane County continues to have a high vaccination rate above 68%. Even with full FDA approval for the Pfizer vaccine, Dane County officials do not expect to see a big uptick in new vaccinations since the vaccination rate is already so high.
UW System President Tommy Thompson says he will not be submitting COVID-19 safety policies to a Republican-led legislative committee for approval. The committee voted in early August that UW had to submit all COVID policies as rules, setting the committee up to block any safety protocols like UW's current testing requirements and mask mandates. Thompson told reporters this morning he is prepared for lawsuits and will go to court if needed to protect his ability to keep campuses open safely. Today, Governor Evers announced more help for Wisconsin communities trying to rebound from the pandemic.
And today, I'm really excited to announce 2 new programs supported by our American Rescue Plan dollars. That will again ensure Wisconsin's long-term success.
That includes a $200 million Neighborhood Investment Fund grant program, as well as a $50 million healthcare infrastructure capital investment grant program. The governor says the grants will help fund housing projects, transit and child care solutions, and increasing access to health care in underserved communities.
Well, most people cringe or roll their eyes at dad jokes.
But for one Madison neighborhood, it is bringing people closer together. Next at 6, how the jokes have done more than just put a smile on people's faces. Stay with us.
I'm Kendall Richards with All Comfort Services, and due to predicted shortages of equipment and replacement parts for furnaces and air conditioners, we recommend scheduling a tune-up today, even if it's with another company. Take it from me, it's the right thing to do.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xiidra like I did.
I prefer you did it.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye. One of our biggest furniture events of the year, the Labor Day sale at Slumberland. Take an additional 25% off our already low prices. We have an incredible assortment of everything for your home, from sleep to sectionals to decor.
This is totally you.
Oh. Yeah, this is the winner.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland.
All Comfort Services can help you combine energy rewards, federal tax credits, and manufacturer rebates to save up to $1,200 on a Lennox gas furnace and air conditioner system. The savings are real, but only available for a limited time.
Here's something for you. How did the reporter stop the boat?
Using a news anchor, right? Isn't that good?
So that dad joke, he's a dad, may not impress everyone, but a couple in Madison is bringing the community together through dad jokes just like that. Our Jamie Perez shares their story and how it's literally helping people get back on their feet.
If you would have asked Neva Fett if she thought she could walk like this a year ago, that would have been her reaction.
Last winter, I had back surgery and I had to retrain myself to walk again.
Her doctor advised her to walk every day to regain her strength. Once struggling to get down the street using a walker, she can now walk without.
Very slow. A little worried about falling, walking closer to the lawn in case I would fall would be less of a problem. And slow but sure, things improve, and I am pretty much now walking at least half of the neighborhood.
She credits her neighbors, Tom and Jennifer Hanser.
My wife's birthday tomorrow, and she's been leaving jewelry catalogs everywhere. So I bought her a magazine rack.
I canceled my subscription to the Scrabble Club. Now they're sending me threatening letters.
Since the start of the pandemic.
I have to laugh when I read these. I ate a kid's meal at McDonald's today. His mom got really mad.
It was Jennifer's idea to start putting dad jokes outside their home.
If I would be outside doing yard work or just outside, people would be coming up to me and saying, hey, we really enjoy the dad jokes you've been putting out. And I said, well, I can't really take the credit for it. It's my wife's idea.
A way to bring smiles to people's faces during a time when smiling seemed like a rare commodity.
We usually would run some of the jokes by our daughter. She's a high school senior, and kind of get the eye roll test. So if she rolled her eyes on it, then we know, well, that's a good dad joke.
The couple said they've met new people doing this and find enjoyment in seeing cars pass and snap photos while they're passing by.
I think it's been a great idea. talked a little bit about how we ever going to get out of this, because it seems like a lot of people enjoy it.
While it brings the community together for a laugh, it's literally brought Neva back to her own 2 feet.
And when it was really cold, I had to put boots and caps and jacket, and I didn't feel like, but then I thought, oh, if I don't go, I'll miss the joke of the day.
She hasn't missed a day since January.
How awesome that she has something that she can look forward to at the end of this, you know, getting out and moving around again, and then she gets a reward by a little funny joke.
A small gesture that turned into something bigger than they ever imagined a corny joke could do.
What you two did is a show of caring. You are caring for your neighbors. You're caring for them to have a laugh.
In Madison, Jamie Perez.
Or a smile, because that might be the only one you have in a day.
News 3 now.
We won't roll our eyes at that. Tom and Jennifer plan to keep putting the jokes out daily. They are hoping to get the whole neighborhood involved. Their idea, each house switches who will have that joke of the day, encouraging neighbors to get out, walk, and find where the joke is placed each day. A new thunderstorm warning has just been issued. Gary will be back with all the details. Stay with us.
Don't wait. Furniture and Appliance Mart's 4-day Labor Day preview appliance deals are on now. Save up to half off Labor Day appliance deals. Plus no interest financing for 18 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley HOMESTORE off the Beltline.
Don't you wish you could wave a magic wand and have whiter teeth? Well, you can, but it's not magic. It's power swabs. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and boom, whiter teeth and a better smile. And since you're not dealing with messy trays or awkward strips, you're less vulnerable to the harsh sensitivity they sometimes create.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The power swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
It's so simple and easy. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and I noticed that they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used power swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on, and immediately you start seeing it working.
It only takes 5-minute applications to get a brighter, whiter smile with power swabs. You just snap, swab, and smile. Power swabs have been clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and remove stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so powerful, it removes stains from coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my power swabs and eliminate the staining.
When I use the power swabs, I applied it directly to my front tooth where the coffee stain was.
I like being able to individually get the teeth, and most importantly, it got kind of in between the grooves.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not really seen anything work as effective and as easy as power swabs.
Whiten your teeth this Labor Day by ordering power swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Ashley HOMESTORE's Labor Day sale starts now. Save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no interest financing with no minimum purchase. Pay less than $17 a month for a new room you'll love. Going on now at Ashley HOMESTORE.
A golf scramble will help Wisconsin Dells high school students pay for college. It was the 10th annual Golf for the Future Scramble for the Wisconsin Dells Education Foundation. It is the biggest event for the foundation. This year, they expect to raise $1 million to help kids go to college.
Well, we want to get to Gary for the latest on what's happening with the storms.
Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for southern portions of Rock County, mainly from around Newark and south of basically the far southern portion of Rock County, about halfway between Janesville and Beloit, including the city of Beloit and into the area around Clinton. We're watching some strong to severe thunderstorms that are moving eastward, bring the potential for winds of 60 miles per hour and hail to 1 inch in diameter. We were watching an area of hail around 1 inch in diameter right along Highway 81. That looks like it's diminished a little bit, but this area of storms continues off toward the east pretty rapidly, about 40 miles per hour. So maybe winds will be the main threat as they approach I-39-90 right now and eventually head up the I-43 corridor toward Walworth County. But a little wider radar perspective shows the bulk bulk of the severe thunderstorm activity now is down across northern Illinois, where several severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect. Rain, a few isolated thunderstorms extend back to the north and west, so it'll be a damp evening, but that's cooled things down and lessened the severe weather threat here. You can see severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 11 p.m. for far southern Wisconsin, but actually that watch has been trimmed back, so now only Rock and Walworth counties are part of that watch. Severe weather reports today, mainly over southwestern Wisconsin. Number of wind reports of around 60 miles per hour over southern Grant County. Farther to the west, some very strong thunderstorms over parts of northeastern Iowa, right around the southern Fayette County and the city of Westgate. Reports of major wind damage with some houses damaged or destroyed, as well as barns and many trees uprooted. So those storms tracked just to the south and east and just clipped far southern Grant County, but mainly have been moving across parts of northern Illinois. Heavy rain also a possibility. There are actually flash flood warnings just south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line into parts of Boone and McHenry counties in northern Illinois, but future track rainfall through Friday noon shows the potential for some areas of 1 to 2 inches or even heavier amounts of rain, depending on where the heavier thunderstorms track. But again, there'll also be areas that see probably 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain in areas that miss out on the heavier thunderstorms. An alert day remains in the forecast for tonight for severe thunderstorms, mainly south and southeast of Madison. The severe weather threat lessening quite a bit. High winds, hail, and heavy rain, the main threats. On weather track, you can see these storms. They started to our north and then just kind of lined up. What happened was we had morning storms that tracked through northern Wisconsin. That kind of cooled the air here, and as that cooler air dropped to the south, that's what set up the next round of thunderstorms right across southern Wisconsin and northeastern Iowa, right in the vicinity of the stationary front, which divides temperatures that are mainly in the 70s north of the front where we are to temperatures that are in the 90s, not too far south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. So severe thunderstorm watch, Rock and Walworth County until 11 p.m. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms. Potential for some severe weather, mainly south of Madison this evening. Then tomorrow, high of 88 with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. You see this on future track. Storms moving out tonight, probably redeveloping at some point for areas tomorrow, but not everybody may see them. Tomorrow night, they'll die down and then see another round of showers and thunderstorms as we head into Thursday. And the rainfall amounts, again, some areas 1 to 2 inches or more, other areas less than 1/2 inch. 7 to 10 day forecast, showers and storms in the forecast. Friday, a slight chance Saturday, another round late Sunday afternoon into Sunday night, and then some more storms the middle part of next week.
And coming up in sports, Matt Henningsen feeling healthy as fall camp winds down, while the Badger senior doesn't plan on missing a snap this season, even if it's to take a break. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement. So take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
Wednesday on News 3 Now this morning, we'll share some tips to deal with back-to-school anxiety.
And will your kids be going on field trips this year? We'll tell you how popular spots are keeping them safe and healthy. Join us from 4:30 to 7.
The talk during Wisconsin's fall camp on the defensive side of the ball has been all Keanu Benton, and rightfully so. The Janesville product is primed for a big year at nose tackle, but so is the guy next to him. Matt Henningsen is back and finally healthy. Remember last season, the Badger DN tore his bicep against Michigan. So this year, as cliche as it sounds, he's playing like every snap is his last.
Take advantage of every moment you get. I mean, because in this game, you never know when you're going to have your last snap. You never know when something's going to happen to where you just can't play anymore. So I'm just trying to take advantage of every single snap I get, every single game, every single play, every single drive, and do whatever I can to just be the best I can be.
Some more good news from fall camp. Head coach Paul Chryst said today that he expects to get Danny Davis back to practice soon, even though he didn't give a timetable on exactly when the Badger wideout would return. Davis has missed the last couple of practices because he's been dealing with a head injury. Remember, last year he missed Wisconsin's final 5 games because of a concussion. Well, it's official. The Big Ten, the ACC, and the Pac-12 have formed an alliance which brings 41 universities across the country together. The purpose, to enhance their student athletes' academic and athletic opportunities, which includes scheduling between the 3 conferences in football, men's and women's basketball. The WIAC preseason poll is out, and again, Whitewater enters as the favorite to win another conference crown ahead of Oshkosh and Platteville. The Warhawks have won 12 of the last 15 WIAC titles and begin the 2021 season ranked 4th in the country by D3Football.com. And it was a big day on the ice for some Badgers. USA taking on Russia in the Women's Hockey World Championships. First, it was Britta Curl. She dives in front of the net to flip the puck in to give Team USA the lead. But the goal of the game came from former Badger Hillary Knight. Her slap shot made history as Knight became the all-time leading scorer in Women's World Championship history. And the assist on her 45th career goal came from none other than Brianna Decker, who in turn became the all-time U.S. assist leader. Gary, good to have you back.
Yeah, just in time for severe weather. And we do have another severe thunderstorm warning. This is for southern portions of Rock County. It's been trimmed back now to areas east of Highway 213 for winds of 60 miles per hour and hail up to 1 inch in diameter. This does include the Beloit area, areas south of Janesville over toward Clinton. That storm continues off toward the east pretty rapidly. Things are starting to settle down farther to the west. A little wider radar perspective across southern Wisconsin shows showers and just a few isolated thunderstorms mixed in, but even those are starting to wind down. The severe weather threat is lessening now. Severe thunderstorm watch continues for Rock and Wellworth counties until 11 p.m., but has been canceled for the rest of southern Wisconsin. I think this severe weather threat will be over probably within about another hour or so across the rest of southern Wisconsin.
All right, Gary, thank you. He'll keep us posted with the very latest. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.